I have a little. I don't think people notice, but I work. I told you I do tax returns and
Yes.
preparing and whatnot.
Yeah, you
So
made
there's
that,
a-
did that one time with porn stars or something like that.
Wait, who told you this?
He listens to our podcast, Jen. Jeez.
Oh my gosh, this
Jen,
is so embarrassing.
Jen, in case you don't know, we do have people who do listen to the podcast.
Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Jen, at this point, everyone knows you've done tax.
I am literally the one guy who comments 90% of the time on Twitch.
What's up, everyone? Reckless Fox here, and welcome to episode 68. Is it 68? It's 68. It's 68, right? Yeah, it's 68.
Unlike CNN, we're gonna fact check it.
Yeah, we're gonna fact check. Yeah, we're gonna fact check if this is episode 68 real quick. We're doing this live. Forget it, okay? Yes, episode 68. Episode 68 of the ScrubClub Podcast. I'm your host, Reckless Fox, and we are one episode away from Jen's favorite number. And we'll be speaking of Jen. Speaking of the prodigal daughter has returned. Rock with me tonight.
Hey guys,
it's Jen from the Morphin Network. Take it away.
Hey guys, I love you guys. I'm blessed to finally come back. Well, yeah.
And whatever. And we got
Jen sounds as excited as me playing Reinhardt on Overwatch for the first time in a month.
I'm Reinhardt. No, I can't do it.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And
don't worry, my friends. I
am your shield. Speaking of white people, we got the newest member of the ScrubClub Podcast, my homie Boken Kabuto. Take it away.
How y'all doing? This is Boken Kabuto rocking at ya from my house where I'm tragically home alone doing my finals for my grad courses like a loser. But at least we're all losers together, so we look like winners.
Oh my God. And my opening comment is, you know, when you're in trouble, you kind of try to pull a Doctor Strange, and by Doctor Strange, I mean when you get in trouble, you go into the future to see like 14,000,005 ways that you can get out of trouble until you find one that's not going to go well, and then you finally realize you're in the end game. I'll explain what all that means when we start our week. But before we get on to all that, we got some stuff to talk about. You know, your average Joes that are covering the majority of things in the gaming industry, and some, things from the movie industry, comics, geek culture, just in general. The EU is tripping again with Article 13. EA just laid off 300 plus people, and the civil war between Epic Games and Steam just got hotter.
Damn.
Before we get on that, as always, we gotta do some housekeeping. For those of y'all who are listening to this, we are currently live here on Twitch. So if you haven't yet, be sure to follow me here on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. For anyone who's in the chat, as you can see, we now have banners. We have banners where you can find us. The holy trinity of social media sites that you can find us on. I'm still currently working on our card banner where you're going to see where you can find each and every one of us and stuff like that. But that should be up by Jen's favorite number, which is going to be the number 69. But
that's not my favorite number.
Sure it isn't. Anyways, but with all that being said, now if you feel as if, you know what, I can't watch y'all because right now, I'm with my baby mama, I'm with my waifu, I'm with my husbando, my white boyfriend, and stuff like that.
That's me.
That's all Jen.
I'm with my
I'm with my white boyfriend,
or I have kids at home and stuff like that. Or you're trying to cheat on your man. I don't know. Please don't cheat on your man. Please, people, don't do that. Don't. But
if your man cheats on you, you can always come over and we'll have ourselves a ball done dirt cheap. I'm just kidding. Things are boring at work, so I need AC/DC to keep me occupied. Please continue.
You can always find us on SoundCloud. That's where we put all our episodes and stuff like that. And as always, chat, we love you. So be sure to holla at us. Let us know how you're feeling tonight and everything like that. We had a great Scrub Lounge episode this past Tuesday, and we're going to be doing another one later this week. And with all that being said, now you feel as if, you know what? We always tell y'all, you can always ask us questions, but I understand. You're like, you know what, Reckless, guys? I don't want to say anything stupid, okay? I don't want to sound anything that's going to have you roast me, which I feel offended, because honestly, I've always said this. There's no such thing as a stupid question, unless you ask it, or you respond with a really dumb answer. We want you to talk about it. We want you to voice your opinion, but until that fateful day, You can then now forever email us at ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubGameBookings@gmail.com for any questions, comments, concerns, advice, business inquiries. Love doing business with indie folks out there. You want to find us? Find us on Facebook and Twitter. Type in ScrubClub Gaming and bam! ScrubClub Gaming is all up in your home. Spread the good news of ScrubClub Gaming Podcast. You also find us on our YouTube page, ScrubClub Gaming, and you can find us on our homepage, SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScrubClub Gaming, where all the Diamond Dogs and all everyone from Outer Heavens hollering and everything like that, listening to the past episodes of the ScrubClub Gaming Podcast, all 67 of them, as well as episodes of Scrub Lounge, ScrubClub Cinema Presents, and the ScrubClub Retrospective Reviews. Then we're going to hold of us. You want some product tea time? You know what to do. Follow you, holla at your boy, Reckless Fox, on Twitter or Instagram at @the_Reckless_Fox. Find me on my YouTube page, Reckless_Fox, and find all my latest gaming content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If I'm not holding down the South Tower region flexing, Geese Howard style, Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Genmessina. That's GenMesina. You can find me on Twitter, Genpink too.
And if you can't find any of us in Southtown, you can head on over to Angel Grove with my homie Boken Kabuto's at Boken. Where can they find you?
Yeah, Angel Grove is off the 101 freeway. If you go as far away from Stone Valley as possible, because who needs those guys? You can find me on Instagram as Chrono_Justice_cosplay, where I have almost anything except cosplay. I'm just kidding. Recently, I just did a crossover of Andrew WK with the Joker Undead from Kamen Rider Kabuto, so that'd be lying too. But you can find some of my streaming on twitch.tv/Boken Kabuto for some Overwatch, some PlayStation Portable, a bit of Nintendo Switch, but I'll do a lot more Nintendo Switch if you guys can help me out getting a better capture card than the one I have. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just kidding. Let's get on with the show. And
with all that being said, let's get started. So, as always, is tradition. We always have to ask how everyone's week is. So, Jen, how was your week?
Dude, it was so great. Last night, me and my boyfriend went to go watch Us. It was really good. What?
Nothing. I'm joking. Continue.
Yeah, me and my boyfriend went to go watch Us, and it was really, really good. I feel bad for him because, like, I was pretty terrified. So, like, I was squeezing his hand the whole time. He was like, yo, you're not letting my hand breathe. I'm just like, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was pretty good. It's a good movie to hold your partner.
I think that's the point.
I'm not even going to even ask.
Go ask.
I'm not even gonna ask the position that holding was. I'm just gonna say offense. I'm gonna say foul. No, foul on the play. Offense. Defense number 35. 5-yard penalty. First down. Anyways, that's some football knowledge for y'all. But yeah. So Boken.
Get it, but okay.
Of course you don't. Boken, what about you?
Okay. So funny you mentioned about Thoughtbots earlier today because. Okay, because like you know how like on OkCupid there's Thoughtbots and stuff.
Yes, I know. I talked about on Scrub Lounge.
Okay. When I was at work today, I just so happened to have come across one of the Thoughtbots I saw on OkCupid.
Whoa.
And, like she recognized me because she sent me a like, but I passed because the thing is like I'm not into like open non-monogamous things and stuff like that. I don't like one night stands. But and then she starts raging against me like in the middle of work. Like I got my uniform on. I'm trying to help customers. Unfortunately, I am working in retail at a popular store that is unfortunately closing down after 36 years. So you know. And I have to work 5 days this week, and it's 20 miles away, and it's finals week for me because I'm in grad school, and I'm working on my group project as we are doing this podcast.
Oh damn! You're a trooper.
Wow.
You're a trooper. Well, my week. Okay, so let me break it down. The week was pretty good. You know, got work done. I hung out with Karma last night. Me and her went with the Dildozer and his girlfriend. We went down to Santa Monica and stuff like that.
Dildozer?
I love that name.
The Dildozer, yes.
Wait, Dildozer?
Yes, the Dildozer.
He's new.
The dildo.
Really?
Yes, he was actually supposed to be a guest tonight, but he's with his girlfriend right now. So, yeah, that wasn't gonna happen.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
Down to Santa Monica. There's this really awesome British restaurant. And I swear to God, dude, it's some of the best British food I've had. And I even though, and it's close to British food I'll ever have without going to the UK and stuff like that. But it was fun. We went around Sawtell. There's this really awesome crepe place where they serve these crepes. It's to die for, dude. It was amazing. And then this is where, and for those y'all who follow me on Twitter, when I made the comment saying, when you get in trouble and you go into the future to see every outcome that could happen, hashtag my life right now, and you realize that there's one way you can get out of trouble, and it's the Doctor Strange gifs from Avengers Infinity War, where he goes into he uses the time stone to go into the future and find 14,000,005 outcomes on how to beat Thanos. I was Doctor Strange today, so let me explain what happened. There's a rule. Now, for those of you who know, I just got my car a few weeks ago. Okay. There's a golden rule that I kind of broke today. I promised my mom that I would not drive on the freeway until her or my brother okayed it. Now, hopefully my mom's not listening to this because I probably get in trouble even more.
Oh my God.
Yesterday, I drove to Palmdale and grabbed a karma from her place. The week before, I went on the freeway to get to NoHo because I went to El Tejano with my old coworkers, which I've explained on Scrub Lounge. Today, my best friend since middle school was competing in the Special Olympics. I took the freeway down to La Loya University.
Whoa, that's far.
I know that.
Yeah.
My brother, and my mom found out. My mom got mad. And I don't know if anyone's ever grown up having a black mom. She was crying.
You got screamed at, huh?
No, I didn't get screamed at, thankfully. And to be fair,
in case I don't remember what a black mom is like, I just referred to that one video of Long Beach Griffey.
No, I got a better one. Do you remember? Okay, think of Chris's mama Rochelle from Everybody Hates Chris. But turned down.
Oh hell nah.
But turned down.
I love that show.
Turned down to a 3.
Oof.
Okay, which is not bad, but to make a long story short, I can't drive for the next month. I have no car. I have no car for the next month.
What? They took away your car?
They took away my keys. Yeah.
Oof. That's
Damn, you got in trouble.
Take away the car. That's bad. Take away the keys. That's worse.
Like I said, I knew let me put it like this. I'm gonna say this, and I hope everyone learns from this.
Listen to your family.
Not just that. Don't get caught. If you're gonna do something, don't get caught or try. This is what I could have done, and they would have been okay.
How did you get caught? Did you post it on Instagram or something?
Oh God, no. Whenever I've taken the freeway, I don't post anything on Instagram because if I do, then I know I get.
I do it sometimes, which is really bad. You'll notice.
I know, and I know you put some stuff on Snapchat before, which we'll talk about on Scrub Lounge. No. But to make a long story short, I'm not getting my car back for the next 30 days. So that
sucks.
So what's worse?
Oh, that especially sucks because it's my birthday soon.
And what's worse about it is that Dildozer, myself, and Carlito and NSP were supposed to do a WrestleMania party at Carlito's place, and I have no transportation now. So yeah, that's what happened today. My aunt picked me up from my mom's place. I parked my car in my mom's driveway and everything like that. My aunt was kind of chill about it. She's like, hey man, look, you did what you did, you just gotta take your L and stuff like that. She laughed partially. So yeah, it was funny though. So
oh man,
hey, my aunt was on my side, so, and my cousin were on my side, and my grandfather, I mean, he gave me the the grandfather talk, was like, yeah, take responsibility and stuff like that. But he was like, hey man, you did what you did, you gotta take your lick and just keep going.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Exactly. So, the lesson before we get into tonight's podcast is this: keep your word, because that and the fact that I found out that my brother was supposed to take me on the highway today. had I not left. Yeah, that happened too. So I am now I can say this, and if any people get offended by it, I don't care. This is like the 3/5 compromise again. I got caught and I didn't have the right paperwork, and I just got thrown back to the plantation.
You need to get car insurance.
I have car
insurance.
No, I have car insurance. No, I'm saying this. It's like the 3/5 compromise to some extent. I got caught. I didn't have the right papers, and I just got thrown back to the plantation. Yeah, people, do your history. That's all I got to say. The Reconstruction era was a damn lie after the Civil War. I'm just gonna say it right now. Anyways, well, that being said,
I imagine a lot of people are gonna be complaining about Dumbo sometimes.
Oh, dude, look! I've already said this, and I talked to Karma about this about Dumbo. Dumbo is they're about to remake one of the most racist Disney movies, but it's under Tim Burton's eye, and I'm pretty sure Tim Burton's gonna do a good job because he just got the he got the cast of Batman Returns to be in the movie, so I can't be mad about that.
Oh my god, if Christian Bale
I said Batman Returns. No, Batman Returns, Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, as an aside, if Christian Bale played one of the Jim Crows, I'm buying one ticket.
Dude, if he does, and if I found Christian Bale at Sundance, I'd be like, are you serious, bro? Are you serious right now? But yeah, with all that being said, let's get started. We got some quick news to talk to y'all real quick, and then we'll get into the main discussions. So a couple of things. There's a new movie. I think I discussed this, but in case y'all didn't know, there's a new Quentin Tarantino movie coming out called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. That movie's gonna be coming out later this year.
Oh, I know about it.
Yeah, and actually the movie does look pretty dope. I ain't gonna front.
Oh yeah.
As well as, is there any more quick news? Oh yeah, and if you're trying to find Judgment on Steam or anything like that, the game got taken down. Sega officially took it down after the actor who in the game got caught with cocaine. And all I have to say is this: cocaine's a hell of a drug, people. Don't do cocaine, please don't. Also, one more thing is apparently Microsoft it turns to Google to improve their vital Windows 10 software. So likely or not, if you start seeing something come up later this week where you're going to be having to update Windows 10 a whole lot, you can blame Microsoft on that. But at the same time, not really, because they're teaming up with people to fix some stuff. Oh, and one more thing. And this is actually comic book news, and I did not address this. But there's a new X-Men comic book coming out called Age of X-Men, and Apocalypse is going to be Captain America. Soak that in.
Wait,
real
what?
Quick. Yeah. You can. This comes from comicreader.com. In this alternate reality, Apocalypse is Captain America. He is a Star-Spangled Hero, the Sentinel of America.
Did he get like amnesia and then become like the Marvel equivalent of Hellboy or something?
I don't know, dude. But the point of the matter is, that's happening. Jen, look, I know you're gonna be doing a comic book pull at one point. I need you to grab Age of X-Men when you go to your local comic book store again.
Okay then.
With all that being said, let's get started. So our main discussion tonight, the English Parliament, the European Parliament, the EU, voted for Article 13. And for those of y'all who don't know what Article 13 is, I honestly did not know either. Dildozer actually told me about it, and Xforce is supposed to talk about it tonight, but Xforce is sick because his immune system is too damn weak. It's as weak as Windows Vista. And if he's hearing this, yeah.
He needs to eat more garlic.
but I'm gonna put it like this. The way I see it is this: the Article 13 is essentially every time you use a certain amount of links to like a video and stuff like that, the EU will tax you for it.
Wow.
That's the best way of putting it. The EU will tax you for it. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to do something. Our original plan was we're supposed to have the Dildozer come on, and I'm going to see if I can call him on my phone so he can explain what's going on. So I'm calling him right now. We're doing this live right now because I think he'll have a better explanation on what the hell this thing is talking about. Dildozer, you're live on Twitch. I need you to do me a favor. Can you explain to the uninitiated out there what the hell Article 13 is?
Article 13?
The Parliament, when England, the European vote from this past week.
The EU.
The EU.
Oh, I'm on the podcast.
Yes,
now?
you're on the podcast. You're live on the phone because I know you're with your girlfriend, and I know she might shoot you.
You have 45 seconds to answer the $1 million
seconds.
question.
No, she can hear everything at this point.
Okay, that's fine. So go ahead and explain to the.
Basically, Article 13 is just another skin on the zombie known as SOPA. It's basically a copyright harmonization. Article 13 is a part of the directive that dictates how copyrighted content, including TV shows, films, videos, and pictures, is shared on the internet. It dictates that anyone sharing copyrighted content must get permission from the rights owners, or at least have made the best possible effort to get permission before doing so. It basically forced all online platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and the like, especially YouTube, to police and prevent the uploading of copyrighted content or make people seek the correct licenses to post that content. It pretty much affects everything from memes to code, remixes, live streaming. Imagine your YouTubers not being able to use like fucking video game music in their videos or simple edited images, Photoshop images even. It completely fucks with fair use as well.
And if you do that, would you get banned doing it too?
Wait, one more time?
Would you get banned doing it too if you don't pay the tax? Because apparently you get taxed. You have to pay a tax too.
Oh, the link tax is a whole different deal. Basically, Article 13 and Article 11 are a little bit separate, really. Article 11 is a link tax law. It gives media giants the power to charge fees for sharing links by copyrighting their preview snippets.
All right, then.
Wins in the
See,
end.
I told you, Article 11 was...
Websites like, let's say, TechRaptor, or the big motherfuckers like Kotaku. Who gets to be able to repost links from other articles or sources?
And this is all happening in the EU, correct? This is not in America, right?
Only the EU for now. But I'm going to say this, China and the European Union are a litmus test for what might happen to America. So,
yeah,
we got to keep up the good fight.
All right.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is all part of online. This is an issue related to digital citizenship, which is something I've actually been studying.
Thank you, Dildozer. Say bye.
Wow.
There you go. So there you have it, guys. That's what's going on. Boken, thoughts? And
okay, so as I was saying, like I've actually been studying a bit about digital citizenship during the class I'm taking right now. Because when you're I'm planning on becoming a teacher, and Fox is also planning on becoming a teacher, and this is especially for you to hear. Teachers need to make lesson plans, and sometimes because we're in the digital age, you have to have your study plan evolve with the technology around us. So you might notice that teachers are now using more multimedia, more internet links, and the thing is, there is fair use, like using YouTube links for commentary and stuff, but there's also other stuff that it has copyright restrictions, even if you're a teacher using it for your lesson plan. And the thing is, whether it's in EU or if this gets passed in America for that matter, having more restrictions on what we can and cannot share, even for just not just entertainment, but also for commentary and criticism, to an extent that is censorship of digital civil liberties, because we need to be able to freely criticize and critique things that happen around us, whether it's politics, entertainment, and various other things. And sometimes these things can be utilized for other things. Like, for example, there was that Robot Chicken sketch about the giraffe in the quicksand in my sports psychology class, because of the 5 stages of grief, for example. That's just one example. Or say, for another example, if I'm writing a paper on Captain America, which I did, by the way, it's I want to use citations for that, Anyways, so it's an issue about free speech and fair use and copyright.
Here's a question, Jen. What's your thoughts on what's going on in the EU right now?
I don't know how to feel about it, because it is bad, but at the same time, I'm what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm glad I called Dildozer because I honestly did not understand. I honestly did not understand until he explained it. This honestly puts a lot of content creators, especially content creators in the EU, because I know people. I've met people from the UK who actually do stream on Twitch or who do YouTube videos and stuff like that. This could potentially harm what they do, because some of them, like, them making content on YouTube and them being verified and getting paid for it by sponsorships, that's their livelihood. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they have sponsorships, they'd be in trouble, because this is gonna be, because of this being passed, like in the near future, you're gonna see a lot of bad things happen. And this is not the first time like the EU has done some, like the whole Brexit thing that happened in the EU last year, well, a year or two ago, and now this. And keep in mind, and which is pretty much quintessentially their SOPA in the EU, and now they're about to feel what. I don't know how they're gonna deal with it. I personally don't know, because I don't live in the EU, even though I have plenty of friends who live in the EU. So.
Oh, I have family that lives in the EU.
Yeah, so like,
Wow.
So you mean to tell me that sharing links or GIFs or anything like that, if you don't get permission, or if you don't, or anything like that, you could potentially get banned from social media? That sucks.
Well, it's hard because it's like, because you remember how laws were created? They were created without technology.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, no, my whole issue is that you mean to tell me that because I shared this link on YouTube or something like that, that I could potentially get charged for it, or I have to get permission to show a specific video and stuff like that.
And that's like, what if they don't reply to your what if they don't reply to your request for permission, for example?
That's like asking permission to show a cat video, fam.
Yeah.
I don't. Why do I need permission to show a cat video? Or
remember that one time when PETA tried to sue that one photographer because of that monkey selfie?
No, I didn't.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, so like this this nature photographer, he left a camera in the forest, you know, so that he could like record nature and stuff. And it just so happens that a monkey passed by and found the camera and smiled at it. So basically, there's like a selfie of this monkey on his camera. And like PETA, being the assholes that they are like, oh, you don't have the rights to those photos. The monkey has to consent or stuff like that, or like
What the heck?
has the rights to those photos, not you, and stuff. It's like, it's a nature film, dude. Well, not a nature film, but a nature photo and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, some things, it's like there's certain things you cannot get consent for, even if you try. Like for like some things that are like about or more recently have become part of what's the word I'm looking for? Like when it leaves copyright, I forgot the word. Commons. God, I'm blanking out on the word right now, but it's like that thing that Disney had a law made so that it doesn't enter common space. I'm blanking out, but the point is, it's like if something just left that's copyright protection, it's like you could still get fined for it, for example. Or if there's something that like you can't get permission for, like say like someone took a video of lightning striking, but it's like not like a monetized source, for example. I'm blanking out. I'm stressed out from like my finals and stuff.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But that's pretty much it. Like, again, I don't know too much about this, and hopefully this just happened like a few days ago. So hopefully we get more insight, more detail about what's going on. But to make in conclusion, I'd say this: to all my homies in the EU, yo, man, I'm praying for y'all, because that sucks. Like, y'all got hit with the equivalent of SOPA, like the same way we got hit like last year when net neutrality ended. So I feel for y'all, man. And yo, hopefully y'all bounce back, because this isn't the first time the EU has done something this stupid. So I mean,
yeah, the EU got so stupid that Britain tried to have a vote to leave the EU.
Yep. So like I said, man, y'all keep going, man. And we'll hopefully y'all do good. All right. No, I'll talk about this later. Speaking of bad news, EA. Now, look, I know we bash EA a lot on this show, But this is actually kind of
They're affecting everybody, the employees. Oh my
This is actually
god.
kind of sad. EA just laid off 350 people in their marketing, publishing, and some of their other parts. And this is coming from Kotaku. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. Eurogamer as well as Kotaku. So going from Eurogamer real quick, EA has confirmed that 350 of its employees are being laid off across the marketing, publishing, operations division. The publisher is also ramping down its presence in Japan and Russia as it seeks different ways to serve our players to those markets. According to in an email obtained by Otaku, CEO Andrew Wilson addressed today's layoffs, telling the employees that while the publishers had a vision to be the world's greatest game company, if we're honest with ourselves, we're not there right now. We have work to do with our games, our relationship, our players' relationships, and our business. As we look across in changing world around us, it's clear that we must change with it. An EA spokesperson said, "We're making a deliberate move to better deliver on our commitments, refine our organization, and meet the needs of our players." And with that, they had laid off 350 plus people. So, Jen, you're the financial expert. Thoughts?
Dude, what did EA? Oh my god.
Well, let me put it like this. I understand why, and let me put it like this.
I hope they get severance pay. I really do. You know what severance pay is, right?
Yeah, you get.
Say your company's laying you off, you get like paycheck, for like say next 2-3 months, so that way you are financially stable. That's what severance pay is. Not all companies do it though, because you can't just lay off someone like that. And then on top of that, like, you also have to look at like the livelihood of these people, man. That sucks. Whereas in the US, we're given a little more protection in terms of job. Like we get severance pay, like 401ks, medical. But for them, it's like livelihood. So I don't know what the law would be for Russia and Japan, and how they would be. Because like I know Japan has really bad, like they don't have medical insurance benefits.
Boken, why don't you give your thoughts real quick? Your 2 cents.
Okay, sometimes when a company I don't like lays people off, I would make the joke about learning to code. But the problem here is that the people getting laid off probably already do know how to code. It feels bad that like people are like losing their jobs. I honestly, in general, I hate it when like innocent people lose jobs because of bad decisions like the owners make. And I recollect this one story at one time where Nintendo didn't meet the trajectory that they wanted by the end of the year. Of that year, so the president of Nintendo Japan took money out of his own pocket.
Yep. Iwata did that. Iwata did that.
Yeah. So that he wouldn't have to lay off 400 workers from the Japan branch.
Before you continue, it's not the US that got affected. Japan and Russia mainly got affected by this layoff. All right, continue.
Yeah. So So it sucks when a lot of people are laid off, and to that I have to like thoroughly investigate what happened to lead them to get laid off, and what is the company doing to soften the blow for that, and what kind of future holds for the people who get laid off, because in many cases it's not just the individuals who lose their jobs that are affected. Some of them have families, kids, and homes that they have to take care of, and this is like their primary source of income. And honestly, like, this actually ties back to the whole to Article 13, because for some people in the EU, doing like YouTube videos and doing political and cultural criticism is their primary source of income, and if like they lose their channels because of new copyright laws, it's like they're effed. I wish the best for the people who get laid off. That's all I can say.
I would say this.
I know.
Me
too.
I would say this.
Especially since it's not just US. You don't have unemployment benefits.
I would say this. Am I the only one who got deja vu? Because this is almost exactly what happened with Activision Blizzard last month. Activision Blizzard.
You know what's
laid
been
off
going on,
800
right?
people.
You know what's been going on in the U.S., right?
Go ahead. You're the financial expert. What's been
No,
going on?
we're like a lot of us are suffering from a recession.
In video games?
You'll notice
or...
it. Not the video games in general. Like so many stores are getting liquidated and whatnot.
Yeah,
Not liquidated. Is that
Dallas
the
got
word?
shut down.
So yeah, Charlotte Russe, yeah.
Yeah, like actually, if you pay attention to U.S. history from the 20th century, we pretty much have either a recession or an inflation every 9 years in the last 100 years. And so, like, I was pretty much expecting us to have some kind of recession or inflation.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be this like next year. I'm pretty sure because like happened in 2008.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen again.
Well,
yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't 2017 because when it happened in 2008, I figured, 2017 will be it. And the thing is, with Trump getting elected, like I figured, yeah, that would tie in because people are probably gonna sell their stocks depending on like how he stands with the whole green Paris Accords, etc.
Okay. I don't think people notice, but I told you I do tax returns and preparing and whatnot.
Yeah, you.
So there's
that one time with the porn stars or something like that.
Wait, who told you this?
He listens to our podcast, Jen. Jeez.
Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Jen, in case you don't know, we do have people who do listen to the podcast.
Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Jen, at this point, everyone knows you've done tax.
I am literally the one guy who comments 90% of the time on Twitch.
Well, while you're collecting your thoughts, like I said, I know I'm gonna say this right now because I know I come off really harsh against EA and stuff like that, but this does suck. Now I don't understand. Maybe it's gonna be the same issue with Activision Blizzard, where Activision Blizzard laid off almost over 800 people and stuff like that. And we actually did have a guy who stayed anonymous who worked for Activision who did not get laid off, thankfully. And stuff like that. My whole thing is this: like the difference between Activision and EA and their layoffs is that with Activision have probably one of the best fiscal years because Call of Duty Black Ops 4 sold like hotcakes and stuff like that.
It did? Oh my god,
dude! Black Ops 4 sold like hotcakes. A lot of people love Black Ops 4. But I don't know.
It's like the same. I'm surprised they're still blue.
Jen, I'm gonna do damage control real quick. As someone who has played Black Ops 4 at E3 last year and did play it from time to time recently, I understand why people love this game. The game is actually very fun and stuff like that. Okay, but I think with EA, because of everything that's been going on with EA, with the whole Star Wars licensing and everything that's
Disney,
with Anthem,
give it up.
Like
Hold up, we need to get Disney to give them up, man.
We're not gonna kick a horse. We're not gonna kick them while they're still down. It does suck that over 350 people lost their jobs. And again, we don't know why. Honestly, even though they said the EA kind of like had their whole PR stunt when they were just like, we want to be the world's greatest game publisher, but in hindsight, they're like, look, we got caught with our tail between our legs, with the whole issue with
pants down,
with our pants down, with everything that's been going on with Anthem and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm saying at what they said is kind of PR, but the fact that they laid off all these people, it does suck. And like I said, no one wants to see anyone lose their job, especially a job or a career choice that they love doing. So again, for the 350 people who lost their jobs in Japan and Russia, our deepest condolences, man. We hope y'all bounce back. Okay.
Jokingly, I'm gonna say just the people in Japan. Screw Russia, but I'm just joking. Not. I am ironically anti-Russian.
For our Russian listeners, Broken Kabano is a Russian Jew, so don't worry, okay?
Actually, that's more reason for them to worry because a lot of Russians hate Jews.
Really?
Really?
I did not know that.
And gays and wrong thinkers.
So, but yeah, with all that being said, yeah, everyone, hopefully y'all bounce back. Now let's get into let's get into some juicy news. Let's get into some more lighthearted news. Borderlands 3 got announced this week. For those of y'all who don't know, I actually enjoy Borderlands 3. The trailer came out. It showed off some new characters, showed off some new abilities that these characters are going to be doing. And overall, the game looks pretty dope. I know a lot of people are complaining and whining on the internet saying, "Oh, it's just a rehash of Borderlands 2." Well, nigga, y'all don't say the same. Y'all don't say the same thing about Lego. The Lego games, they're pretty much a rehash of every single thing. Y'all niggas don't say a damn thing about the Lego games. Y'all don't say a damn thing about Call of Duty. You do, but you still play it, except Infinite Warfare, which is understandable, or Advanced Warfare. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Borderlands 2 was awesome, and Borderlands 3 is gonna be awesome too. I can't wait for Borderlands 3. I know this will be coming out later this year, or hopefully next year. April 6th, they're gonna have more information about what's gonna be coming out, what's gonna be in Borderlands 3. Boken Kabuto, do you even care? Did you play Borderlands?
No, but I've seen some gameplay footage. It looks pretty interesting. Obviously, like I don't, have any, systems for playing that, and if the copy is available on Steam, I also don't have a Steam account, sadly. But it does look interesting, and anyone who likes Borderlands, totally get the new Borderlands game if you want. We live in a capitalist system, and you can buy stuff if you want it and opt to not buy it if you don't want it. That's all I have to say on the matter. But come back to me when they make release more information about Bayonetta 3.
All right then, Jen. What about you? Thoughts on Borderlands 3, or you?
I never played it. I'm sad.
You can still play it. Jen, look.
Oh, I do like the new commercial though.
Yeah, the new commercial looks dope. Jen, you need a new computer. You need look. You make. I don't know how much money you make, but you need a new computer, and you need to get Steam.
I have a Steam. I've been having a Steam.
But do you have a computer? Do you have a? Yes, I remember. But do you have a computer? I remember playing Team Fortress with you. Do you have a computer though?
Yeah, I think.
What, you have a new computer?
No, I don't.
Oh. Nigga, how much? Nigga,
I told you I've only been playing Switch now.
Nigga, you make bank. Go get yourself a laptop. Go on OfferUp or LetGo. Find yourself a nice Microsoft Surface computer or Chromebook or something. I mean, the Google Stadia is coming out later this year, so you might want to get a Chromebook. So there you go.
Yeah.
Get yourself something. How much money do they pay you to do these people's taxes? Too much. Amount. Okay. Anyway. Borderlands 3 comes out hopefully later this year, if not next year. Hopefully there'll be more information about this April 6th, and hopefully there'll be some more information at E3 this year. And now, what else we got? Streets of Rage 4 got announced. It's been announced, but they actually showed more gameplay. And Jen, you sound all hot and bothered. Is because you like that girl?
Because Axel. Yeah, Axel too. Yeah.
Oh man,
Axel was my crush. I played Streets of Rage in Sega Genesis, so yeah. Okay, I'll be quiet there. I like how sexual
I need everyone who's on Twitch. I need y'all to clip this. I need y'all, whoever's an animator, I need you to make an animation of her licking her lips and making that slurp sound. I need that.
No, please don't.
Month. So if any of you would-be warriors who are computer animators, I need that. Please.
No,
I will
God,
pay you money to see this.
No.
I will pay you money to see this, okay? Cece, if you're watching this, make a VR of this. Girl, I know you are watching this. And happy belated birthday again, okay?
Happy belated birthday.
Jen, she wants you to call her soon.
Okay.
She wants some coffee. I'll leave it at that. But yeah,
I'm taken.
She don't give a damn. Anyways, I'll say this: Streets of Rage 4. Unfortunately, GC is not here to talk about it. But I'm gonna say right now, I think the girl, what's her name, Blaze.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. And I'm helping
Me
GC
too.
say it too. Just
Axel.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Jen, we know you like white guys. Okay, shut up. Anyways, but no, Blaze. Is it me or okay? Please tell me it's just me. Did she get thicker?
Yeah, she did. Like, have you seen those thighs?
Oh,
those
man.
thighs.
I hear a lot of slurping from Jen.
Dude, them. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But the point of the matter is, Streets of Rage 4 comes out. I don't think they have a release date of the game yet. They still have a release date for Streets of Rage 4. It should be coming out later this year, hopefully. I mean, it'll probably be coming out during the summer. I'm not sure. Someone can look that up for me, though. That'd be cool. But yeah, so that comes out. Jen obviously cares. Boken, did you actually play Streets of Rage on the Genesis?
The year was 1995.
It's a yes or no.
My brother had a Genesis back when we lived in the hood, and it was his Genesis, so I didn't get to play much. But the only two games he had were Tetris and Streets of Rage. I loved playing Blaze in that game, but I will say this: that one dude with the mohawk always scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Really?
Oh my god! Like he looked like keep in mind like when you're like 3 years old, like your perception of fictional characters is warped compared to your adult self, and the way he looked like to me back then, he looked like a cross between M. Bison with Freddy Krueger with a
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, Street Rage. So I'm gonna take it as if yes, you play Street Rage 4 because you just gave us a whole Wilson Fist when I was a boy type of thing. So, dude, honestly, I'm gonna make a when I start doing my vlogs, I might do a sketch where it's like, "Hey, Fisk, I'm finna go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Dog, you want anything?" When I was a boy. No, nigga. Look, I don't need you to tell me about when you was a boy. Do you want some from Roscoe's or not? When I was a boy. Shut up. I'm out. That's
actually,
gonna happen.
I wouldn't mind some Roscoe's right now, actually.
You want to pick me up? We go to Roscoe's?
Oh, hell yeah.
Does it even close?
There should be one in West Hollywood. And there's one in Anaheim.
Those
are the only two I've ever been to.
Oh, you haven't been to the OG one on Pico then. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, wait, actually, I've been to that one, but only once.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. And it was on a school field trip, so, like, my memory of where exactly
how is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles school field? You know what? Never mind. We gotta move on, because I'm gonna get hungry again. Now let's get in some...
Hey, Dough Girl's open, so, just saying.
Huh?
So let's get into Bethesda. No, Dough Girls is a pizza joint that didn't sponsor us, but we'd love it. Dough Girls, if you're all listening, we're open for sponsorships. Just letting you know. Anyways, let's talk about Bethesda. So we haven't talked about Bethesda in a while because of obvious reasons. Because honestly, it was going to be us bashing on Fallout 76, which I'm so sick and tired of, and I just left it alone. Bethesda's back in the news, but Bethesda is joining Team Steam. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, there's a fiasco. There's a war going on between Epic Games Store and Steam in a sense where Silver Game, what was the guys called? Silver something? The guys who made Metro Exodus and Saints Row and stuff. They sided with Epic Games, and the new Metro Exodus game is out exclusively on the Steam launch, the Epic Games launcher for a short period of time. By short period of time, it should be back on Steam at the end of this year, right? Well, Bethesda straight up said that we are sticking by Steam's side. We are not leaving. This is coming from the nextweb.com, and it reads as follows: Bethesda has declared its public support of Steam, but promising its upcoming games will be home there. A scant 6 months ago, this would have just been we all know about 76. The company appeared to be moving towards its own platform, the Bethesda launcher, which sucks, I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, so, and this is coming from from Bethesda's Twitter, saying, "We're pleased to announce that Rage 2, Wolfenstein Youngblood, and Wolfenstein Cyberpilot and Doom Eternal will be released on Steam, as well as the Bethesda Games launcher. We will also be bringing Fallout 76 to Steam later this year." So they pretty much sided with Steam. They're not going to be exclusive to Epic Games. They're not going to the Epic Games store. I want to say something. I know Rich from Review Tech even said it. I know a lot of people have an issue about all these launchers and stuff like that, like, Origin, Battle.net, Uplay, the Epic Games launcher that's out now, the Epic Games Store, as well as the Bethesda launcher, which I did not know about until last week. I did not know Bethesda had its own launcher, and then you have Steam. I understand a lot of people have issues with it, but here's my thing, and I think Rich from Review Tech said it best. If it was only Steam, if Steam was the end-all, be-all gaming platform for your PC, where you launch games and stuff like that, he said it. I think in his words, he had pretty much said that would be monopolizing on where you find your games. I don't remember what he said about it, but he did say that competition does work, and Steam needed competition. Hence the reason why you can clearly
they want the Steam. No, just kidding.
No,
you didn't
go
smoke,
ahead.
Jen. Anyways, Jen, get your lingo right. God dang. Anyway,
Dude, leave me
Hey,
alone.
look, she's trying to make a pun, basically.
no, it
Never
was
mind.
failed. Anyways, so I would say this. I'm okay with Bethesda. I think I'm okay with Bethesda being signed with Steam. I mean, obviously, look, 76. We all know, everyone and their mamas are talking about 76 to Kingdom Come. We all know 76 is a terrible game. I have not personally played it, but I do know the crappy politics that were involved with it. Not refunding
Leave
people and
Bethesda
stuff like that.
alone.
But I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just
You're
saying
lucky
that.
they play for you bastards.
All I'm saying is that if this is how they're gonna get back into people's graces, maybe that's the first step. Again, I'm not trying to throw any type of shade at Bethesda. If this is what they want to do, then let them do it. Boken, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think I've mentioned this before during the first time I did a guest appearance on the podcast. It's like competition is good because if one company is doing better than the other, then it's an opportunity for the other company to actually say, okay, what are they doing right that I am doing wrong, and work their way from there and become better. Also, this could really stimulate our economy in terms of like getting exclusive rights to certain like original games. Like there could be like a Steam original game, and then there's the other company's original game. Kind of like how there's like Netflix originals and Hulu originals. So you basically have to get like, so if you want to watch, Marvel Defenders and Marvel Runaways, you have to get both Netflix and Hulu. I haven't watched Runaways, so I don't know if it's good or not. But
I was told it's actually pretty good. After the first 5 episodes, it gets better.
Okay, yeah. So, but like basically, like healthy competition is good for everyone, especially for the economy, and even more so for the gaming economy, because like I said earlier, like our society is evolving to be more digital. So, unfortunately, if anything, GameStop might lose business from this because you would have more means of buying and playing games online. So I think if anything, games for GameStop. So I know it's like a third party that has nothing to do with the story, but I think eventually GameStop is gonna have to start doing its own video game streaming service. By streaming service, I mean like Steam.
That's not gonna happen. GameStop's already in the hole already.
Yeah.
And I may not help the situation knowing that I bought Mortal Kombat X at Steam at GameStop last month, but that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is,
but the point I'm making is, there's this whole nuance about like social evolution and like especially with our society and the progress of technology and thing is you need to have both technological evolution and competition to bolster and justify that evolution. I wish both of these companies the best of
the Bethesda luck.
The best of luck.
You mean the Bethesda
their
luck?
business ventures.
The Bethesda luck.
Hopefully, this won't lead to anyone getting wrongfully laid off. So basically, I maintain my point. The first podcast I purchased.
I would say this, and I'll let Jen take the helm for this. I think because Bethesda signed with Steam, this actually gives Steam enough leeway to improve what they have to do, because Steam has been under some constant fire recently with the whole the whole rape day game, the fact that you found out they actually take a specific cut of sales from publishers that put their stuff on their launcher and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it was like what 10-12%. If Xforce was here, he probably would correct me because I could potentially be wrong. Like I said, don't take what I say with a grain of salt because I honestly don't know. But I would say this would help improve what they need to do to make Steam better, improve their customer service with people who are on the launcher and on their platform as a whole. Like with Steam, with Epic Games, they said they don't want games that suck on their launcher. And respect, because it's like I wouldn't want a game that's gonna suck on my launcher either. And so again, I really hope with this and everything that's going on, the whole secret war that's going on between Steam and Epic Games Store, this does make Steam actually step up what they need to do to be a more convenient platform. Because you don't want to monopolize on one thing. Hence the reason why you have like Ubisoft is like, yo, Division 2 is gonna be on Epic Games Store first and everything like that. Like you don't. This should give Steam enough artillery to do what they need to do to make their platform better. And that's all I got to say.
Right.
Jen, what about you? What's your thoughts?
Bring on the Steam. Yeah. You pretty much said everything. Leave Bethesda alone.
Again, I'm not saying anything wrong with Bethesda. This is more about Steam.
Yeah, it's true.
The Bethesda launcher is trash. Okay, I will fairly admit that launcher is god tier levels of awful. When I found out about it, I actually downloaded it to try and test it out myself. That launcher is awful. It's awful, dude. Like no one should ever have to use the Bethesda launcher, in my humble opinion. But with that being said, like I said, Steam, yo, do better. Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, hashtag do better.
I imagine I don't have that Bethesda.
I'll give them my
launcher.
bottle caps.
I don't have the Bethesda launcher, but I imagine it's like being 2001 or 2002 when you want to play that 3D Powerpuff Girls game on.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
And you don't have the upgrade.
The 3D Grove, yeah, bro. And then when you download it, it still doesn't work.
Exactly.
And then you have to, and then almost 20, 18, 19 years later, you find out that in order for it to actually play, you actually have to download a zip file to play the game because it's no longer on Cartoon Network's website. I know, I tried.
You know what Cartoon Network game I wish I could play when it was on and could not be found in any archive anymore?
What?
Wrapped in Hyperspace.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
All right.
Yeah, like there was an archive that had Lockdown, and I loved playing Lockdown, but I still wanted to play Trapped in Hyperspace because when I was a kid back then, I sucked at those fighter jet type games. But I imagine I got better later on. So when I found there's a website that had those old Toonami games, I'm like, no, they don't have Trapped in Hyperspace.
Oh.
It's like I'll never get closure.
Wow.
Anyways, all right, but let's move on because we'll be talking about this all night. And our last final two pieces of news, we're going to talk about PlayStation. Now, I didn't put this on my notes, but this past week, Sony had their own version of Nintendo Direct called the State of Play, and they announced various games that were coming out on the PlayStation. So for the PlayStation VR headset, you got Iron Man VR, you got No Man's Sky VR, apparently, Five Nights at Freddy's VR. Oh Jesus Christ! And yeah, that's pretty much it. On the other hand, you have Concrete Genie. They showed a new trailer for Days Gone, and the game actually comes out on the 26th. They showed more Mortal Kombat 11, and they showed off more a game called Ready Set Heroes and Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, which comes out June 21st, which is roughly a week and a half after E3. I know a lot of people. I know y'all didn't didn't watch it. I didn't watch it either because I honestly care about it. State of Play, from what I was told, was not that good. And just looking at what they announced and stuff, I think the only games I actually give a damn about are Mortal Kombat 11 and Crash Team Racing Remastered. That's pretty much it. Like, honestly, I know GC's not here to defend himself, but I know GC's waiting for Days Gone. Honestly, I don't really care that much about Days Gone. It's just it's Naughty Dog being like, let's tackle the zombie genre. No more we're not gonna tackle The Last of Us, because The Last of Us 2 comes out later this year, I believe. So that's what's going on. Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't give a damn about Five Nights at Freddy's. Who the hell still plays No Man's Sky? And I think the only thing that's interesting me about PlayStation VR is Iron Man VR, but that's not saying much, because not a lot. I think the only VR game that's actually been good on PlayStation VR was Resident Evil 7. I actually did try that on the VR, and that puts you in a zone, a different zone that's beyond your recognition, to say the least. But yeah, I don't know do y'all even care about these announcements? No.
I remind you, my most up-to-date PlayStation right now is the PlayStation 2. I have
what?
Games, but as far as like the console is concerned, my most recent system is PlayStation 2, which I got for Christmas of 2012. I had a copy of Ratchet and Clank that I had for 6 years that I could not play until that Christmas morning.
Bro, you need to tell me you have not bought a PS3 or a PS4. You've been on a PS2 for 7 years.
I was a broke-ass bro. And also, Nintendo had more content that was more into. Now, don't get me wrong, PlayStation has some content I like, which is why, again, I have a PS2 instead of no PlayStation, period.
I find it funny. I just realized something. I find it very funny that the only way you played Bayonetta was not through the PS2, was not through the PS3. Did you play it on the 360 or did you play on the Wii U or Switch?
I first got the game on the Wii U when it first came out for the Wii. Actually, when Bayonetta looked interesting, but I never got to play Bayonetta until they announced the game for the Wii U, and then I was in a car accident, and the guy who hit me had fake insurance information. So I got enough money in an insurance settlement that I was able to pay off for all of my medical needs, because I did go through physical therapy, legit. But I had just barely enough left from the settlement to get myself a Wii U, which is perfect because Bayonetta 2 just came out, and it comes with a copy of Bayonetta 1. So I'm like, yes! I'm totally gonna get a Wii U just so I could play Bayonetta. And that's how I got to finally play Bayonetta, and how I got a Wii U.
Wow.
And I have to say, that game is glorious. Not gonna lie, the gamepad did make my thumbs sore as hell because it keeps jabbing against my thumbs. But you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm coughing.
But the good thing is if not for the fact that I did get a Wii U and play the game on the Wii U, I would not have been able to write that epic research paper my senior year of college.
Wow.
5 hours before the paper was due, and I had to write 15 pages from scratch, and it was glorious. Long story short, I got it.
Was it double spaced?
1.5 space. I wrote 15 pages, 1.5 space. I might need I had to make a double space so it adds to more pages.
So I'm gonna need you to write my papers soon. So yeah.
Anyway. Write your own goddamn paper.
Oh my god.
Intellectual integrity.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right, and our last piece of news. Now let's talk about some PlayStation news. So, actual PlayStation news. So and this is coming from GameIlluminati.com. Shouts to Game Illuminati. Shouts to JG, who actually wrote this article. Apparently, Sony is stopping physical stores like GameStop from selling game codes. And this is coming from, again, Game Illuminati. Sony is prepared to take back what other businesses have been profiting over in the video game industry. Today we received news via the leaks meme that GameStop received that Sony will no longer allow consumers to buy digital versions of their games from physical brick-and-mortar stores starting this Monday. Sony's explanation comes from the company wanting to align their businesses globally. Yeah, and
my question is why?
Hey, who cares? You know what? Take back your country. I mean, take back your pride. I mean, take back your games, bro. I understand why they did it. I understand. Honestly, this was probably the best news I've heard because
honestly, in my opinion, I didn't think it would be big. I didn't think they recognized, but I guess they do.
I think because Sony, maybe Sony has the same issues that a lot of people do when it comes to digital bought games. It doesn't really it doesn't really have the whole ownership thing because even though you buy the game, it's still technically not your property and stuff like that. That's number one. Number two, I think because of the fact that with the whole Google Stadia that's coming out, I think Sony is trying to break down, hold their ground on, like, they want people to start buying more physical copy versions of their games, which I have no problem with. And it honestly, when you go to a GameStop to buy a digital version of the game, it kind of defeats the purpose of going to a GameStop. I'm not defending GameStop whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true.
But it defeats the purpose.
It's because nobody wants to. Yeah.
Honestly, like, I hate how some of my games for the Switch, it's like when you buy one, you know, it's a 2-for-1 thing, like for Mega Man X, for example. It's like it's like you're only buying a cartridge for Mega Man X 1 through 4, and then you're getting the 5 through 8 as a digital copy. And when you get Bayonetta for the Switch, it's like you get Bayonetta 2 as a hard copy, and the first game as a digital download. And like, I honestly, I'm not a fan of that inconsistency. Like, either give me both as digital or both as a hard. Me personally, I'm more of a guy who prefers hard copies, but you know, I like having as little like used up memory space as possible, and it's more manageable for me. But whatever.
Like I said, I'm okay with it because I know a lot of us have been talking about it, and like we even talked about it the last podcast with Microsoft was talking about releasing a discless Xbox One soon. I'm honestly, and you know, I understand why. I mean, again, we're moving more, like Boken said, and like what Xforce said last week, we're currently moving into a more digital age where physical copies of games are going to be obsolete at some point. I think one of the big reasons why physical disc games are not obsolete is because you have collector's editions and stuff like that. You have collector's editions, or you have people that want to keep that their physical copies because you don't really have to wait for downloads that much, and B, again, you want something to hold. You don't want just something that can be immediately downloaded and stuff like that. So I understand why.
But you know what's really nice though?
Go.
Like, I have a Switch. I have that Nintendo E Online thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so because of that, I can play old games, and they don't have to be like physical copies. So it's really nice playing like old NES games on the Switch, and I don't really have to like, you know, have this problem of like getting the console, plugging it in, because it's right there. And I really like that Switch did that.
But yeah, so like I said, I think in conclusion, because there really is not much else to say about it, but like, yo, Sony, good for you, man. Good props to you. And like I said, I know for y'all who still don't know, Sony is not going to be at E3 this year, the conference wise. Now, I'm pretty sure they're still going to be on the show floor, like games and stuff like that. But when it comes to the E3 conference, they're not going to be having a conference this year. So,
oh man, I can't wait to see what Nintendo has to roll out. Because again, like the two things I'm especially waiting for the Switch are obviously Bayonetta 3, because you know, but also I can't wait to see what new information we're going to get about. I'm trying to remember Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like who some of the additional DLC characters will be for Smash.
I would say as long as it's not Goku or Sora, I think I'm gonna win this bet.
Yeah.
So as long as Nintendo does not announce Goku or Sora for Smash, I will be okay, and GC can pay me my money.
Sora.
I think
is gonna be
Sora
on
has a
Smash.
better chance
Don't lie.
than Goku.
Sora is gonna be on Smash.
Jen, Sora is not. Without Donald and Goofy, Sora can't be in Smash.
Axel.
But actually, you know who
Shut
I
up.
would like to see in Smash?
Who?
Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe has a better chance of joining Smash than Goku and freaking Sora. I mean, if Joker from Persona's about to
Sora
join,
has a better chance.
no, he doesn't. Again, you need Donald and Goofy. You can't have any of the special attacks Sora does without Donald or Goofy, man.
If I may contest that notion, Mega Man, his final Smash, like he actually gets a bunch of other versions of Mega Man to team up with to do a team blast. And
Do not give Nintendo ideas about doing a Roxas Axel and the Roxas Sora and Ventus. Stop. Stop it, damn it. Stop.
You got
Whoa.
Zero.
Shut
as an
up.
assist trophy.
Shut up. Shut the hell up, okay? I gotta win this bet, man. You can't. You don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, okay?
Oh, that's a good choice. Nintendo, please hear this.
No, Nintendo, no. Don't listen to the Asian, okay? Leave her be, okay? Listen. Do not put Sora in Smash. It would make no sense without Donald or Goofy. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I gotta win this bet. And for the love of God, do not put Goku in the game. Goku's too OP. Ultra Instinct. That's all I have to say about that.
I have no stake in this wager, so I can make suggestions for both sides of the field.
No. You're wrong.
I would love
You're
to
wrong.
see a common
You're
writer
wrong. Okay.
as in the roster, but
You're right.
But let's be honest, it won't. It's never gonna happen because from what I can tell, like they only include people who were originally video game characters, and Kamen Rider is originally a TV show character, and so is Goku. So definitely no Goku.
Thank you. GC, if you're hearing this, the dream's dead, man. Stop asking for Goku for Smash. That's all I have to say about that. Look, I ain't got nothing else on my show notes. Is there anything else that you guys... Is there something that y'all wanted me to cover?
I'm good.
You're good. Boken, are you good?
I'm good. Oh, quick thing. Did you see that one thing I posted on the political tab? That congressional speech about the new Green Deal?
Yeah, I saw it.
Tauntaun's Mr. President. I want a t-shirt of that. I swear to God.
Oh my god. Anyways, that being said, I think that's it, guys. Thank you very much. This is episode 68 of the ScrubClub Game Podcast, which is on March the 30th, 2019. Jen, ladies first. What's your closing statement for episode 68? Go.
Go watch us. We're gonna review it. I promise you. Me and Daggerbo already watched the movie. You need to watch it next.
All right, I'll be watching it this week then. That's the case. Boken Kabuto, what is your closing statement for episode 68? Go.
Wow. What is my closing statement? I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I can't wait to do the next one. Hopefully Jen will be here because, the episode number.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get Cece in there too.
That aside, wish me luck. Wish me luck on my finals this weekend, and if you happen to live in the West Hollywood area, check out Oz on Sunset and San Vicente because that store location is closing soon, and a lot of the merch is already getting marked down to 50% off at this point. Like today it was 40%, later it's gonna be 50%, and it's really sad to see this place go because it's across the street from the Whiskey A Go-Go, and they've been open for 36 years, and you should check out this cultural landmark before it closes down.
Oh, really? Whiskey A Go-Go's gone?
No. The party store across from it is closing.
Oh.
And my closing
It's been
statement.
open for 36 years.
And my closing statement is, again, yeah. If you're gonna do some, don't try not to get caught. That's all I gotta say about that. Number 1. Number 2, I watched Crash recently with James Spader from '96. That's a weird ass movie.
Wait, is that the Sandra Bullock movie?
No, Crash is the one. No, that's 2004. Crash came out in '96. It had James Spader, Elias Koteas, and home chick from Highlander, the Sorcerer. And pretty much people fetishize of watching people get ran over by, like getting in the car accident, watch crash dummy videos, and they start banging and stuff like that. People get all that's a fetish. That's a kink. You want to see a crash dummy video and get all hot and bothered and smash someone. You do it from
Sounds like
there.
a Final Destination thing.
This movie won an AVN for Best Alternative Film. A Hollywood-made movie won an AVN award in 1998. Soak that in. Y'all know what to do. Email us at ScrubClubGameBookies@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubGameBookies@gmail.com for your questions, comments, concerns, advice, and business inquiries. We'll do business with you indie folks out there. You want to find us on Facebook and Twitter? Type at ScrubClub Game. Bam! ScrubClub Game is all up yo ho! Spread the good news to ScrubClub Game Podcast. Follow us on our YouTube page, ScrubClub Gaming. GC is going to be trying to get all the episodes up to date, so please, if you want, DM him and just ridicule him about how slow he's going, and also ridicule his school because they're making him go slow anyway. And you can always find us on our home base, SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming for all archived episodes of ScrubClub Gaming Podcast, Scrub Lounge, ScrubClub Center Present, and ScrubClub Retrospective Reviews. You want to get a hold of us, you want some power critique time, find your boy, Reckless Fox, on Twitter, Instagram, at @TheReckless_Fox. Follow on our YouTube page, Reckless_Fox, and find all the latest gaming content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If I'm not holding it down in the Southtown region, flexing Keith Howard style. Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Genpink, that's GNMESIN. You can find me on Twitter at Genpink too.
And over at Angel Grove, Boken Kabuto, where can they find you?
You could find me on Instagram, Chrono_Justice_Cosplay, and you can find me on Twitter at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto for your Overwatch and PSP and Switch streaming entertainment. And keep in mind, soon Overwatch is doing archive events, so I'm definitely gonna be streaming some of that when that comes out. Oh my god, this is like the last year of Overwatch has been just so terrible.
But thank you guys, everybody. Yeah. Rock your body tonight. Scrub Clubs Gaming. Alright, peace out. Bless up. And keep on breaking things. $20 or less. Until then, when we see you again. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang! Deuces!
Bye bye, guys.
Wiedersehen.